Welcome to Do London Differently. I am your host, Michael Shilling, and this is a London National Park City podcast. This is episode 2, and we are talking all about the London Walking Festival.
London has been given the first ever National Park City status.
London, the world's first national park city.
Come and enjoy, because life's too short, really and truly.
And London, wow, what an amazing city.
So, greener,
healthier,
and wilder.
So I'm going to share a few highlights from last week. So we had a 4-day conference at the University of Westminster on Friday, and our roving reporter Des Garrahan, aka Walking Class Hero, interviewed a couple of people and got some reactions.
And you may not know that the National Cycle Network, actually the off-road bits have got more walking journeys than cycling.
Oh, I know that.
You knew that?
And on Sunday, we also had a ranger-led walk. So Emily, who's our normal podcast host, interviewed a couple of people on the walk, and I also had a chat with her on the walk, which went from Wimbledon to Richmond. So I'm going to give a quick preview of things that are happening next week and this week as well. Saturday, there's a lot happening. Saturday the 10th, the pedestrianists are doing a 70,000 step walk to the Magnificent Seven cemeteries. Everybody Outdoors and Black Girls Hike both have sold out events happening. There might still be some spaces on Suggy Walks, which are exploring pocket parks in London. But going on to next week, CPRE London and co-founder David Harrison from Footways are leading a walk along the Green Link Walk from Hackney Central to Angel, which is worth doing. Islington and Westminster Guides also have events which are worth looking at. Des Garrahan's got a busy week. He's leading a Barnes Circular rock and roll Thames path from around Barnes and Barnes Common, that sort of area. That's worth definitely doing. And then on May 15th, he's going to be interviewing David Fathers, who's just come out with a beautiful illustrated book called Green London. And you can meet David Fathers and Des and even pick up a book if you'd like. And May 14th, which is a Wednesday, we have Instep Resistance Walk, again happening here at the Visitors Centre. You can drop by or book in, make sure you book in as well, and try a resistance walk. And we're going to head up probably to Regent's Park, I think. Right, we're getting into the weekend, and May 17th, Hannah from Go Jauntly is leading a bimble around Brockley. Not sure what bimble is, but it's sort of like an amble a bimble about, something like that. And also the Green Londoner is doing a walk on the giant trees of West London and the secrets of Bishop's Park. The Canal Rivers Trust, as part of their Let's Walk series of exploring King's Cross. Islington's Walk also have a cinematic walking tour. And Somerstown 182 have got the Wonders of Wandsworth guided walk. Sunday the 18th is a very special one. Divya, who's one of our rangers, is leading a fruity walk around Marylebone. And you might not realise that there's a street not far from the Visitors Centre here, which has about 20 mature olive trees that are properly fruiting, probably about 20 years old. And she will take you on a guided fruity walk around there. Walking Class Hero Des Garrahan interviewed some attendees at the walking conference we had on Friday at the University of Westminster. So let's listen to those clips now.
So I'm here with Ruth Carlson from the London Borough of Camden. What brings you here today, Ruth?
I'm an engineer and I design infrastructure for people who walk and cycle every day. And I just wanted to keep up to date with what the latest news is, basically. Because we want to build infrastructure that works for people. But unless we come to events like this, we don't know what works for people. Because we're working off guidance that's 15 years old. So, yeah.
15 years old?
Probably older. Yeah. Some of it is old.
Okay. I'm here with Laura Laker, who's a journalist. Laura, what brings you here today?
An interest in walking. So I cover walking and cycling mainly, and it's always useful as a journalist to find out, what people are talking about, what the latest research is, and just talk to people that I interview and work with, and kind of network and yeah.
Have you found it all interesting, especially the networking?
Yeah, it's very interesting. Yeah. Yeah, it's been great. There's been really, really interesting presentations, some interesting research, some stuff about how the brain interacts with the environment when you walk, or how your brain works when you walk. That was really interesting, I thought, in terms of improving your creativity, and how it can help reduce depression. So we know physical activity is really, really beneficial for people. So I found that really interesting from Dr. O'Mara.
He's a very interesting speaker, isn't he? If a little soft-spoken, I think, sometimes.
Well, his mic was pointing the wrong way at the beginning, so that didn't help. And, about the book about how urban walks can be more stimulating than green walks in a way, which I found quite interesting. This theory that this is the case, and interesting urban spaces can be as kind of restful as rural spaces, which is good news for city dwellers.
I'm here with Alan Orbilac at the New Perspectives on Walking and Wheeling in the City conference. Alan, what brings you here today?
I love walking in London. I want to learn a bit more about it. And what's been interesting so far is the psychology of it, why it is actually good for you. That I found fascinating.
Yeah, there's been a lot of data, hasn't there, and stuff like that about it, which has all been very interesting, I think. So on your badge, you've got London National Park City.
Yeah.
Would you like to care to explain exactly what you do for the National Park City?
I've been a ranger with the National Park City in London for, it must be coming up for 5 years now. Help out in various ways. I've done some walks for them, coordinate some people out in the west of London.
Excellent.
Yeah. It's good fun. It's interesting. It gets you out and about in the parks of London.
And I know you asked a question on the of the panel on there.
Oh, yes.
Do you feel it was adequately answered?
It's a complex question, but there's no point in bringing up a problem. You need to bring up a solution.
Yeah.
So I've also highlighted how they could fix it.
I'm here with David Cooper from Kingston Ramblers. And what do you think of it so far?
Oh, it's very stimulating. Certain things about mental health and access for people using wheelchairs and things. I haven't really come across before.
Yeah. And are you going to be still here all day?
Absolutely, yes. To the bitter end.
Okay.
And the drinks afterwards. Yeah.
Thank you very much. So I'm here with Emma and Sylvie. I won't ask Emma what she's doing at the conference because she's the co-founder of Footways, and so they're partial organisers of it. But Sylvie, what brings you here today?
So today I'm coming because I was invited by Emma and Tom, and as I was saying to Tom just earlier, I would have never known about something like that, like an event like that, and I've learned so much through taking part in a project with Footways. So last year I met Emma through Living Streets. I was running sessions in Redbridge for Muslim women, photography walks, and we discovered that many of the participants have never been to galleries, and they were not really confident in using public transport or going to central London by themselves. So we thought, that would be a really nice end of project to actually take the group and go together, build our confidence, using public space. And that's where we met Emma, who showed us her lovely maps of London and how she designed like quiet routes. So we really enjoyed that.
We had a lovely walk,
yes.
didn't we? We walked where did we walk? From Green Park Station, all the way down to the Saatchi Gallery in Kensington, and we chose some really interesting streets. We had a great time. We really took our time. Yeah. We were a bit late in the end, weren't we? Because we were exploring things so much. And I learned a lot on that walk, actually, just talking to a group of people, taking their perspectives on what we were seeing. It was fascinating.
Yeah, no, it was very interesting, and we used Polaroid cameras as well. So asking people to take pictures of areas that they were feeling safe and comfortable, and areas where they didn't feel safe and welcome. So that's actually a nice record.
Emily, who's our proper podcast host, not me, she actually led the walk from Wimbledon to Richmond, and she interviewed a couple of people along the way, and we had little chats too. So we're just going to go to that.
I find it really interesting to see these places because you don't often know they're there, hidden behind all the concrete, and to follow like a river all the way through. I find that really interesting. I did do a walk that followed like the Hogsmill River and brooks. I find that very interesting, and you go about your daily life not knowing there's all these lovely walks sort of hidden away.
Yeah, that's very true.
Which is really lovely.
Yeah,
it's not until you've done it and then you think, oh wow! And every time you pass near that area in the future, you know it's there, and it just makes much more of it, you know. You don't, it's all there hidden away.
Yeah, that's sometimes. So true. You sort of need to go on walks like this.
Yeah, definitely. And lockdown was a good thing in some ways because I think a lot of people realised these spaces. Oh, I didn't know that was there. Go exploring.
Yeah.
Don't just do your normal A to B route. You know, you start looking around and
definitely
you see other things around.
So where did you spend your lockdown? You were in North Cheam.
Home North Cheam, but I sort of started to walk all around, down to the Hamptons, followed the path along the river and went down that way. I'd only just moved house.
Oh wow.
So that was good.
Get to know your neighbours pretty
So that was a way to know the local area. Went on the bike, sort of going around all the little paths down that way, sort of through Maud and all around there. Got to know the area. So that was a good way to do it. But I've also went on walks with friends, going through. We walked from Carshalton to Kingston and different walks around the Wandle, all those sorts of things, which I probably wouldn't have done previously.
No. Same, yeah.
And I thought, I didn't know that was here. You know, a number of times I've driven down this way. I didn't know I could have, walked behind it. Didn't know that was there. Followed the Hogsmill. Well, that sort of thing was really nice to do.
Do you still find time to do that in daily life these days?
I'm a teacher, so more in the school holidays. But I do like to incorporate a walk when I can. And at the weekends sometimes. But definitely.
We are currently walking alongside Beverley Brook, which goes through Richmond Park. So we're quite far into our walk. I don't know, well, definitely over halfway. We've got a group of about 21 walkers. So I think that is a testament to, Mike, your planning and organisation and promoting of this walking route. And we are on the Wimbledon Park to Richmond route, section 6 of the Capital Ring. Traversed across Wimbledon Park, saw the lovely lake, saw some Egyptian goslings I should say, who were very tiny. I'm always very impressed by Egyptian geese. They seem to be particularly hardy, particularly the babies. They're often the first ones you see in the season. And we walked across Wimbledon Common and listened to chiff-chaffs and other bird songs, so hopefully we got some recordings of that. Now we are directing ourselves across Richmond Park I should say, and off to our left I've just spotted a big herd of deer. So there's a lot of signs up to keep dogs on leads around this time of year. I can already see there are some people getting much too close to them. So if you do come to Richmond Park, I always say to observe the deer from a distance.
That's it for this episode. I'm going to try and get another one of these out next week and give you some updates on things that are happening. Hopefully we get some nice interviews as well. I've been Michael Shilling. This is Do London Differently, a London National Park City podcast.